Even when I was a Catholic astrologer, the Lord, of course, was still speaking to me. I mean, just like Paul said, even though when he was Saul, he was killing Christians. He said, when I was cut from my mother's womb and called by his grace, um, in other words, when he was born, he was a sheep. He was just lost, obviously. Jesus said, only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So I digress. The Lord really put it in my heart to stay away from, even though I liked one of their songs, and they used it at the Florida Gator National Championship game to open up the game when they won the national championship against Florida State. I wonder if you can even Google that. Um, the Beautiful People, Florida State game, 1996. Um, yeah, I don't know, but they opened it up with, and the album is called Antichrist Superstar. And the Lord did something to really put it in my spirit to stay away from that, buying that CD. Even though I was a Catholic astrologer, up to no good, nothing but shenanigans in my life. Um, let's get involved in this. I got a little bit of a prep here. Let's just go over it. We're going to first start off with David Bowie's Black Star, another deeply satanic song. It was a 12-minute video that had three men gyrating on a cross. Um, I was just like, this is the cipher. His Fake Death just came after its release. Bowie did Space Oddity, which is a play on 2001: A Space Odyssey. He's connected to 2001 or the Twin Trumps. The song releases the song release on 18/216. So it was January 8th or 18 in the year 2016, which is 216. This is the cipher. The song itself was released before the album, which was November 19th, 2015. Both are the ciphers. Doesn't mean it's now, but I think this is the cipher. To the 80/16 day of 7/24, which did not happen. Charlotte Crown, the song release was 886 days, 888 on Rising Day, 8 years, 8 months, 6 days. Must be including both dates. If he dies the following day, then both dates aren't needed. Now I'm telling you, it's 7:31 right now that I look at it. Ooh, and it was 1:38. Did you see that? I'm so big on 7/27, dying on 7/28. Book is opened on 7:30 or at the latest 7:31. I don't think we get out of July without living real time in the book of Revelation. 7:26 is Antichrist in English gematria. 7:27 is the length of Vipet goat. These are absolute tricky times, which the third progression is 7:28. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, um, the album is simply 3121 to the 86ing day, if we include both dates. And what I want to look at is, where is this Black Star? So it was 2016. Well, let's take a look at it. 2016, January 8th. And the video was released before then. If we run it to, let's just say 7:30. 102 months, 22 days. Nothing really sticks out to me. And let's go to where we said November 19th, 2015 was its actual release on YouTube. So you do have 79 on the 29th, which would make that 31st, the rising day. 3179. But with that, you have 814. And I'm also looking at it happening on the day Sirius the Dog Star rises, because 813 is 138 Donald Trump, 814 is 148 Donald J. Trump in simple gematria, which would be the rising day. So that's another. So, this video, obviously all over the place. If we can't see Sirius dog days, is that the hidden meaning of Black Star? That's something else, some video or something I want to post. I'm sure it's nothing, but could be the cipher right there all along, Antichrist Superstar. So, and it was recorded in, it says Nothing is the name of the studio, New Orleans. Now, the length of Antichrist Superstar, 726 Antichrist in English gematria. You really can't make that up. The address is 4500, which is Trump's number 45, fused with 500, which is Antichrist. So Antichrist Superstar was Antichrist 726 in length, 77 minutes, 26 seconds. And it was 500, which is 500 is Antichrist, New Testament, Strong's Concordance, G500, which is the opposite of 5G. Guess you figured that out. So the address is 4500, Trump's number 45, fused with 500 Antichrist. So that Antichrist Superstar, very powerful cipher. Marilyn Manson, MM. That's Mystery Babylon code. And then I jump over here to August 13th and the 14th. And Donald Trump is 138 in simple gematria. And Donald J. Trump is 148 in simple gematria. Well, that's 813 and 814. So if he goes down on the day Sirius the Dog Star rises and then rises on 814, fascinating. My Miami, when I would stay at the National Hotel, you run that address, which is 1677. I forget, it's Collins Avenue, and the zip code is 33139. If you run the entire address times my number 82362, which is 7 times 6 times 1961, the number begins with 138 followed by 148, and it has a 79 murder also in it. It's got 83, which is murder in reverse ordinal. 79 is murder in simple gematria. It's all in there. So the event taking place on 8/12, which the closing ceremonies of the Olympics are on like 8/10 or 8/11. So that's a big deal time frame in my humbles. August 2024 calendar. If we are to look at August 2024, looks like Thursday is the 1st. So yeah, the closing ceremonies are the 11th, and then that would be the ritual, the final ritual. And then on the 12th, it goes down on a Monday. And he rises on a Wednesday, per the TV show, Wednesday. And they were dressed as the Addams Family. And he gave the Pope a lotus flower, which is all about rising. So I think we have to take a hardcore look at August 12th. Just extremely hard look at August 12th, just based off that alone. Just based off that alone, I am absolutely good with it. when the paper airplane hit my eye. Y'all remember when the paper airplane hit my right eye, 12/17/2021, and then when I had blood coming right above my right eye, so I had a literal right eye wound, and an airplane which is, the jets hit the twin, hit my right eye. We document they're 130 days apart, but it's 969 and 839 of both events. When you multiply both to August 12th, by the way, when you multiply that many days times that many days of both events, it begins with 812. But I'm sure it's nothing, LOL. So that's a high watch day, in my opinion. Trump would be 285, 49 days old on 812 and 285, 51 days old on the rising day of 14th. When you run his number, 6 times 14 times 1946, you get 163,464. When you multiply that by that many days old he would be on the event day, 6066, which is 666. And then on the rising day, 4666. Day in between, 4666. So, big deals, in my opinion. Tenet, I ran the Tenet crisscross on these days. In other words, the premiere date, I ran it to the ending day of the 14th. And the release date, which came after it, I run it to the 86ing day. And there's 3119 or 31119 in both of them. Let's take a gander. So the September 3rd wide release, 3 years, 11 months, 9 days, 3119. The premiere date to the rising day, 3 years, 11 months, 19 days, 31119. I crisscrossed the, if we multiply that out, 1439, did I already do that? Did I already think to do that? No. So if we multiply those days out, which definitely should do that, huh? It's 144 for the church, 1449, 1449. 2085111. Well, remember, 285 is the address at Fulton Street where One World Trade Tower is. It's 285. Just drop the zero. I don't know. I'm sure it's absolutely nothing, but there is no reason to like those dates other than the stuff we just came up with. All right. Love y'all.